Jai Hind dosto, welcome to FinVision. I am Colonel Sandeep Malwar, and in continuation with our series of financial awareness videos, today we have come up with another important aspect, that is the retirement benefits that we all get at the time of superannuation and PMR, and how to optimally invest those retirement benefits. Now, in case you have not already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and also press the bell button so that you get the continuous feed of our videos. Once we all superannuate or take a PMR, we are entitled to pension. Now, what is pension? It is a monetary award given to an individual in recognition of his service. Remember, the pension we get is taxable. The pension is of two types. That is the retiring pension, also called as enhanced rate of family pension, and it is paid at the 50% of the last pay that one gets. Disability pension, it is paid to the pensioners who retire with disability of 20% or more. Now, let's take an example of a colonel retiring at the age of 54 years after serving for 32 years plus. His basic pay is 2,15,900 rupees and he gets 15,500 MSP, meaning his total pay is 2,31,400 rupees. Now, his retiring pension will be 50% of the last pay, that is 2,15,900 plus 15,500 equal to 2,31,400 divided by 2, that is 1,15,700 rupees. Now, in case he decides to commute, he will be allowed to commute 50% of it, that is his commutation maximum limit is 57,850 rupees. Now, once he retires, he will be entitled for a retiring pension of 1,15,700 plus the prevalent DA on it, that is 42% as on date. Meaning his pension will be 1,64,294, and in case he decides to commute, it will be reduced by 57,850 rupees. Now, here are the monetary benefits that we all get at the time of superannuation and PMR. That is, one gets the DSOP as per his accumulation. One is entitled to leave encashment of maximum of 300 days. AGIF maturity benefit as per the length of service and as per the contribution. Gratuity to the max of 20 lakh rupees limit. And commutation in case one decides to commute. And in addition to this, he is entitled to a monthly pension thereafter. Now, for the same officer who retired at 54 years and with basic pension of 2,15,900 plus 15,500 as MSP. Now, his retirement benefits will be a DSOP as applicable. Leave encashment in this case will be 30,25,000. Remember, your MSP is not included in the leave encashment calculations. AGIF maturity for him will be approximately 19,25,000. This will be paid to him after the reduction of extended insurance cover that we all get from the AGIF. The gratuity he will get is 20 lakhs minus 1,20,000, which will be deducted towards the ECHS cover. Therefore, he will get 18 lakhs and 80,000 rupees and a commutation of 59,88,863 rupees in case he decides to commute. The maximum, that is 50%. We will come to the commutation calculation a little later. In total, he will be getting 1,28,18,863 rupees plus whatever DSOP is accumulated. And his monthly pension will be 1,64,294 minus the commutation in case he has commuted of 57,850 rupees. Now, what is commutation corpus and how is it calculated? It is the lump sum amount that is paid at the time of retirement and which can at max be 50% of the entitled pension. Now, this is how it is calculated. 50% of monthly pension into 12 into purchase value as per his age on next birthday. In this case, since the officer is retiring at 54 years plus, the purchase value will be calculated as per the age of 55 years. So in this case, it will be calculated as 57,850 into 12 into 8.627, which comes to 59,88,863 rupees. Here are the pros and cons of commutation. Although we have covered the commutation calculation in detail through our video, the link for which you will find in the caption. But here are the few salient points of commutation. Now, once this officer commutes, he is entitled for commutation of 57,850 rupees. The commutation corpus that he has got of 59,88,863 rupees. In case he invests the amount into an instrument which is just giving him 2.1%, with only 2.1% growth on that corpus, he will be able to fulfill the entire deficit in pension which arises because of his commutation. So, meaning his break-even is only 2.1% post-tax returns on the commuted corpus, which is equal to 3.05% before tax for a officer retiring with tax slab of 30% tax. Now, compare this with the prevailing rates of 7 to 7.5% for the FDs that is prevailing. Here is the type of wealth one can create by investing the commuted corpus in the safest of investment, and we are talking about investing in safest of FDs of SBI or RBI bonds equivalent, which are giving on date 7 to 8% annual returns, which amounts to 5.5% post-tax. This officer, just by investing the commuted corpus in investment, which are just giving him 5.5% annual returns, he will not only be able to fulfill the entire deficit in pension, but in addition to that, he will be able to create 28,78,074 rupees as additional wealth at the end of 15 years. Now, here are few options where people generally invest their retirement corpus. First, coming to the traditional instruments, which are Senior Citizen Savings Scheme, RBI bond, post office deposits, national savings certificates, and normal bank FDs, that is generally preferred in a traditional investments. You can see in the table, the rates on this instrument have generally been trending downward, wherein in 1990s, the rates used to be 13 to 14%, which got reduced to 10 to 11% in 2000, 2001, and prevailing rates are from 7 to 8%. Also, whatever interest or the returns we get from these instruments, those are taxed at the tax slab, which is generally for us is 30%, meaning we will be getting 30% less than what is the instrument or the bank FD or senior citizen savings scheme is giving. Now, let's take the example of the investment of the retirement corpus into best of this scheme, that is senior citizen savings scheme. As we all know, it is giving us the highest interest rate of 8.2%, and one can invest up to 30 lakhs into it. Actually, it is meant for the people who are above 60 years of age. However, for the retiring armed forces officer, there is a relaxation, and anyone who is retiring at 50 years plus can invest into this. But remember that the investment has to be done within 30 days the receipt of the retirement benefits. Another important aspect to note is the interest payment is on the quarterly basis, and the interest that you get is taxed at the slab rate of the officer. Now, let us analyze this senior citizen savings scheme for the type of real return that one actually gets from this scheme. In this scheme, you can invest for 5 years and you can extend it by 3 years. Now, suppose one has invested 30 lakhs into it, interest will be paid to you on the quarterly basis and you will be taxed on it, and you will not be able to reinvest into this scheme beyond 30 lakhs. So, you will perforce invest the same amount maybe into normal FDs, which are giving at around 7-8% rate of return. In total, after investing for 8 years, investment of 30 lakhs will grow to 47 lakhs 35,354 rupees. That is, one gets is a real rate of interest of only 5.87 versus the 8.2% that is apparently given on the senior citizen savings scheme. So the real returns that you get from this scheme, and this is the best of the traditional scheme, is actually sub 6%. Now, for achieving this 5.87%, in case you invest in a mutual fund scheme and which is giving you 6.2%, it will exactly match this rate of return. Why? Because the taxation on the mutual fund is much more lenient and those instruments are much more tax efficient. So 8.2% in senior citizen savings scheme is actually equal to 6.2% in mutual funds. Now, Once we all retire, what should one expect and what do we really expect from our investments? Some people look at safety. Yes, one should get safety. Some people look at better returns. Yes, returns is something that you invest for. However, in addition to this, the most important is liquidity because we are in the fag end of the life. Therefore, there could be any contingency and you need to have liquidity in this corpus. And at the end, what will come to us is the post-tax return, that is the real returns. So, in addition to safety and notional returns, other important aspect one should consider is the liquidity and the post-tax returns. So, liquidity and post-tax returns are very important. Now, post-retirement, the investment should meet the following needs of a retired officer. That is, it should be able to meet the regular income requirement, which are tax efficient. Income should rise with the inflation and it should give you liquidity at the times of emergency and it should sustain for your life. And thereafter, one should be able to leave some legacy for the dependents. So these are the 5 main expectations from the retirement corpus that one accumulates throughout life and investment of that. Now, take an example of 1 crore rupees invested into the traditional investment of FD, senior citizen savings scheme and post office deposit, and all combined, what one can expect is 7.5% rate of return. Now, 1 crore invested at this 7.5% rate of return into this traditional investment, what one will get in on the annual basis is 7.5 lakh rupees. Since we all are in general tax bracket of 30% plus 4% cess, we will be paying 2.34 lakhs into the taxes, and post-tax, the real returns will just be around 5.16 lakhs, meaning we can at max expect a monthly income of 43,000 rupees, which may not be sufficient to meet our lifestyle needs and will not be able to factor in the rise in the monthly income required to cater for the inflation. So, does it meet our 5 needs of regular income with tax efficiency, income to factor in inflation, liquidity in case of emergency, lifelong sustenance, and legacy of dependent? Will this traditional investment give us that? Answer is no. So what is the other option? Other option is we recommend investing through a FinVision 2-bucket strategy. This is actually ideal for your regular income as well as long-term wealth creation needs. How it works, though we have explained this in our YouTube and you can access the same at our YouTube channel. We recommend you to invest the corpus received into 2 buckets. That is the regular bucket, which consists of 40% of the corpus. Herein, we are calculating for 1 crore rupees invested. That is 40 lakhs are invested into the regular income bucket. We call it green bucket. And the remaining 60% is invested into a growth bucket. That is 60 lakhs in the growth bucket and 40 lakhs in the regular income bucket. So where is this regular income bucket investing? It is investing in the instrument which are equivalent to safest of debt funds, your senior citizen savings schemes, RBI bond, etc. And we are just expecting 6% returns out of it. Now, even with the 6% rate of return on this 40 lakh rupees, one will be able to withdraw an amount of 45,000 per month for next 10 years. Meaning, one is given a visibility of regular income of approximately 45,000 through the form of systematic withdrawal plan from this corpus, and this corpus will last you for 10 years. Meanwhile, the other bucket, we call it growth bucket, it is investing into aggressive assets like equity to beat the inflation, and it remains untouched for next 10 years. Assuming that we are getting only 12% returns in this bucket over a period of 10 years will grow to 1.86 crore rupees. Now, after 10 years, since you have regularly withdrawn from this income bucket, this bucket will get empty. Now, fast forward to 2033, the scenario is the regular income bucket is empty because you have withdrawn 45,000 from it on monthly basis, and the growth bucket is at 1.86 crore rupees. So what you do is transfer 86 lakh rupees from the growth bucket to the regular income bucket, and the balance 1 crore rupees continues to grow in the aggressive assets. And by next 10 years, this will again increase to 3.1 crore. Now from this 86 lakhs in the regular income bucket, you will be able to withdraw 95,000 rupees per month for next 10 years. That is, you will be able to get a regular income of 95,000 per month from 2033 to 2043. Meaning it has been able to give you a regular income which is matching as per the inflation needs to maintain your life standard. Again, in 2043, this bucket will get empty. Now, in this period, the growth bucket has increased the corpus from 1 crore to 3.1 crore rupees. Now, at this time, we transfer 1.81 crore from growth bucket to the regular income bucket, and we keep a systematic withdrawal plan of 2 lakh rupees per month for the next 10 years, that is 2043 to 2053. And this cycle continues after every 10 years. Meaning this FinVision 2 bucket strategy will not only meet your need of regular income, but will also enable you to have an income that increases over time to factor in inflation, as well as it will also help you in creating long-term wealth, which you can leave as a legacy for your next generation. This is not possible by investing in traditional instruments. Hence, you must consider the FinVision 2 bucket strategy for your retirement corpus. I'm sure you will like the video and also utilize it. In case you need any help, please feel free to contact. Do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share the link with friends and fraternity so that they can also benefit. Thank you. All the best.